Shabbat Shalom, Kohalo Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom, and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect and tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. All right, we're going to get a couple of precepts and then look at the news and go ahead and close it out. This is the third day of this week, and we only go to Friday, so get as much as you can out of this. All right, so we're going to read from Revelation 19, and this is dealing with the white horse. All right, so I have it open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat up upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness doth he judge and make war. This is 19 and verse 11. This is talking about Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Okay. Now we'll jump down. All right. And that white horse is coming in the middle. All right. Of World War III. He's going to, what they call crack the sky, or come in from the fourth dimension. So this is relevant to World War III. All right, but this isn't going to happen until the fighting is already going really good. All right, the fighting of World War III, the armies of the world. So the white horse and he that sat upon him is who you know as Jesus Christ. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. Those are the angels. Okay? So World War III is going to go from being a war with the nations of the earth fighting for, basically for control of the New World Order. Right? Because in order to have a world order, that means everybody has to be on board. So basically they're fighting for, leadership of the world order. All right. Now we jump down here, and it's going to describe what was going on when the angels come into the fray. All right. So this is Revelation 19 and 19:19. And I saw the beast. Who is the beast? The beast is the EU, the European Union, and NATO, if you don't know. And if you think it's something different, then go to a different page and learn a bunch of lies. So the beast and the kings of the earth. Who are the kings of the earth? Okay. Starting with the presidents. Okay. The premiers, the whatever they call their president in this different land. Okay. The prime minister, whatever their title is, they are the kings of the earth. And then the ones that are above the prime minister, that are calling the shot, telling the prime minister what to do, because Joe Biden ain't calling those shots. He's being told what to do. And the people above them are the kings of the earth. So, and I saw the beast system, which is the European Union, NATO, and the kings of the earth, that's all of them, and their armies gathered together. Who gathered them? The Most High gathered them. He gathered them together to fight amongst themselves, but then they stopped, and then they turned their attention to who? The one to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. Okay? Now, gathered together. Let's get that. Who gathered them and why? Joel 3. Right? I will also gather, Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. The Most High, right? See, it says, the Lord judges the nations. The Most High gathered them together. Gathered who? I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Why? There will I judge them. Judge them for what? For harming my people, my special possession, my people Israel. How did you harm them? Well, you enslaved them, you scattered them, right? You did abominable things to those people, right? Like this. You did things like this to his people. This is what happened. You got to pay for this, all right? This was largely after slavery. Since you couldn't have them enslaved no more, you started doing abominable things. All right? There's Joel. Okay? Let's read on. I will judge them for harming my people. How did you harm them? They threw dice to decide which of my people would be their slaves. They traded boys to obtain prostitutes and sold girls for enough wine to get drunk. All right? You Africans, Tyre and Sidon, you Philistines, are you trying to take revenge on me? If you are, then watch out. I will strike swiftly and pay you back for everything you have done. It was the Africans that sold the Israelites into slavery. Oh, your own people sold you into... No, you don't understand shit. Okay? But the Most High knows. All right? Who is Tyre and Sidon? In the cities of Philistia, the Philistines. All right? We know who did that. Or the Most High definitely knows. God don't know. Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. Who did that? Right? What is who? Let's go to the Ark of Titus. What's the Ark of Titus? What's the Arc de Triomphe? Let's look at it. What's this? What is this here? See that menorah? The showbread table? My goodly and pleasant. Ark of Titus must come down. Who did this? Who stole the stuff from the temple? Well, the Romans did they not? Ark of Titus of Rome. Ark of Titus, Rome. The Romans did this. Who are the Romans? The Edomites. Now we'll go back to Joel. Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. Got a picture of it right here. This is on the inside of the ark. Look at it. You made a monument to your thievery. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. What have you done? Okay? What else did you do? You have sold the people of Judah. Uh-oh. Sold? Who sold? Who did the selling? The people. Who was selling people? That's an easy one, isn't it? Let's type this in. Slave auction. What will we get when we type in slave auctions? Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Here's the Jews. The Negroes are the Jews. To be sold, right? See them looking like Native American Indians? These Negroes. Who's selling them on the auction block? Who's that? Slaves. Guess who the slaves are? Who were the slaves in ancient Egypt to the Egyptians? These same people. Okay? It's easy. Once you peel off all the lies, you have sold the people of Judah and Jerusalem, right, to the Greeks. Who are the Greeks? All right? The Grecians. Those are the Edomites. That ye may remove them far from their border. We're over here in spiritual Egypt. Okay? Who are the Greeks? Alexander the Greek. After the Greeks, it was the Romans, right? Well, we were in the Greco-Roman, in the Grecian kept. But I will bring them back from all the places to which you sold them, and I will pay you back for everything you have done. That's what's going on. Okay? That's what World War III is about. You're being gathered into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay? And then the ambush comes, right? All right, I'll have to go back to 19. The ambush comes in Revelation 19. In 19, right? I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse. And what happens? You lose. And then the nations of the earth are subdued by the one on the horse and the angels, and bring in the kingdom of heaven. All right, so this is World War III. 4 hours ago, this is Deep Journal Channel. 4 hours ago, breaking news, U.S. surprise attack to China. Chinese journal shocked. UK aircraft carriers arrived. Uh-oh. U.S. is going to war with China? China ain't coming over here? All right. Look at secret files real quick. Real quick. Taliban. Iran has a nuke. All right, let's go back. And let's watch this Deep Journal quickly. We'll go ahead and end it.
This $99. Dear listeners, welcome to the Deep Journal channel. By subscribing to our channel, you can be informed about detailed reports every time. The confrontation and conflict in every field between China and the USA is growing day by day. Especially after the recent events in the South China Sea, relations are getting worse and worse. China-US tension, which was stagnant for a short time, increased again in the past weeks with the signing of the AUKUS pact. Subsequently, the successive threats of nuclear-tipped ballistic missiles from North Korea alarmed U.S. allies South Korea and Japan. Then the main striking move came from China. China made its dissatisfaction with the reactivity of the USA in the region by realizing its invasion plans against Taiwan. For 4 days from Friday last week, China occupied Taiwan's airspace with a record number of air raids. The air raid on Taiwan on Friday, with a total of 38 warplanes supported by nuclear bombers, increased to 56 on Monday. Thus, China has more than doubled the number of air raids on Taiwan in 2020 this year. Air raids on China's invasion of Taiwan put the United States on high alert. Over the weekend, the US and UK also did some muscle flexing in the Philippine Sea near Okinawa. with 3 carriers and destroyer escorts maneuvering together in a massive show of strength against China. Returning to Japan from a Middle East deployment, USS Ronald Reagan teamed up with the USS Carl Vinson and HMS Queen Elizabeth, accompanied by other warships from Japan, New Zealand, the Netherlands, and Canada. Vinson and Queen Elizabeth separated on Tuesday and were pushed into the South China Sea. Both ships carry the air wings of F-35 fighters, and the British ship has U.S. Marines operating. The Vinson is the first American carrier to be deployed with a fifth-generation fighter. These moves over the weekend didn't exactly push back China, and as you can see, China got even more aggressive on Monday. However, this attack of the USA and its allies seems to have disturbed China a little. Afterwards, President Biden and Chinese President Xi had a meeting today. After the meeting, President Biden said that China would comply with the Taiwan Agreement and that they agreed on this issue. President Biden said he made it clear to China that Xi should do nothing but abide by the agreement. In this meeting between the leaders of the two superpower countries, it seems that President Biden is indirectly threatening to strike China with closed words. Frankly, this is a necessary move and a necessary attack against China. However, President Biden's diplomatic stance and attitude are still soft towards China, which is very aggressive. One reason for this is that U.S. President Joe Biden's national security advisor met with China's top diplomat Yang Jiechi in Switzerland on Wednesday, aiming to strengthen communication in the deepening strategic competitive environment of both countries. In other words, negotiations will be held in order not to fall behind in economic and commercial competition with China and to prevent the USA from being hit in some sectors that are dependent on China. However, as DJs, we should point out that the result of the meeting between President Biden and Chinese President Xi will be misleading. Although President Biden has made implicit threats and attacks against China, this may not work. Because one of China's sole aims is to invade Taiwan, as it sees Taiwan as its own territory.
Okay, so what do we have here? All right, diplomatic negotiations are breaking down. Why are all of those container ships not being allowed in? Okay, all of these things are creating the perfect storm. All right, and above that, okay, above what you see going on here, this is the dog and pony show, right? But this is the prophecy. This is what the Most High says is going on. So this supersedes everything. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. There will I judge them for harming my people. That's what's going on. All right. Now, the Valley of Jehoshaphat is referring to the Middle East, but this is a world war. All right. The whole China, U.S. fight over Taiwan. Clearly, Taiwan belongs to China. All right. Clearly, Iraq belongs to the Middle East. There are a bunch of areas. What are we doing over there? Okay. What are we doing in Crimea? What are we doing over there in Russia? See, that's what happened to Rome when they spread themselves too thin, trying to control the known world at the time, then couldn't pay their soldiers. All right? So what do you think is going on right now? All right? So with that, that's the update. All right? While you can watch that whole, this is Deep Journal. Watch the whole video. October 6th, breaking news. U.S. surprise attack to China. Chinese generals shocked. UK aircraft carriers arrive. Now, what they're doing is these are war games, right? And they're flexing their muscles in front of each other. But eventually, they're going to go live. It's going to go, the whole thing is going to go live, right? And it could be at any moment. You see the buildup, the container ships, right? What is COVID? Is that not a bioweapon? What's actually going on? Got to open your eyes. This is asymmetric warfare in World War III. It's not going to be like World War II. You got cyber hacks. That's part of World War III. All right? Didn't YouTube and a couple of other little apps go down? What, yesterday? I know it went down last night, but yesterday or the day before, if you can't understand what's going on in the asymmetric battle of World War III, you don't understand. All right, so with that, I hope that the elect were edified, and until tomorrow, Shabbat Shalom.